first things that I decided was that this was going to be football, soccer, lacrosse. You know, we have field hockey. All of them will be used in that field, so we'll get a lot of use.
Sure.
It's going to have an 8-lane track.
Okay.
So, you know, realistically, if you have a child that comes to Waterford and he plays an outdoor sport, he'll be on that field at some point. We were the typical kind of high school where the you know, we had a football field. Start to get overused. You know, the band marching on it, football team practicing on it, soccer trying to get a game or two on there, field hockey looking. Now then we added lacrosse probably 4 years ago. So all of a sudden it got to the point where our field was a mess. You know, it just couldn't sustain. And even we had two soccer fields also. We had boys and girls, and then all of a sudden we had to put lacrosse on there, and then, you know, before you knew it, you overused. We had no irrigation on any of the fields, except for football, where we had to use a rain tree, so it wasn't like it was just, you know, flip a button or anything.
Right, right.
So it was very difficult to keep them. Our Park and Rec does a really nice job, and they're very supportive, and they do the best they can, but unfortunately they were overmatched. About probably like 5 years ago, we went, you know, we took the middle of the, in between the hashes from the 20 to 20, and we ripped it out and threw some sod down, and we got a few extra years out of that. Okay. You know, but it just, again, because of all the other issues, it just wouldn't go. We basically had to shuffle everybody around. You know, we did a lot of shuttling, we had a lot of busing. Our football team played 10 away games. But they actually had a very good year. We qualified for the States and we got to play, and we lost in the first round. It was an exceptional year for us. So, I mean, realistically, the only thing that you could say was on campus was field hockey. And we changed that field because we had to reduce the size of they used to play on the baseball field, and we had expanded it like probably 15 years ago to put a real nice field in. But because of the construction, we were doing work on that too. Bottom line is, it wasn't as good as it normally is.
Sure. Okay.
And our volleyball team, which normally plays in our big field house, they had to play up in the old gym. So I don't know if anybody was like at home. If I had to give advice to somebody who was doing this, I would be more specific. Like, you know, we were looking for some storage area outside behind the bleachers. If you look, we have some. They're 10 by 20. Well, what I was looking for were like, you know, maybe like 40 by 60 or something. A couple of big rooms where you could maybe put lifting your weights down there, or big meeting rooms and those kinds of things. I mean. You know, and when you say things, you have to kind of follow up on it. You know, you think they understand or they know what you're looking for, and then all of a sudden, 6 weeks later, it's way different than you thought it was.
Sure.